Hello guys, it's week 6 and we're here at Pocono. I'm gonna miss Gateway. We're in season 1 of the 2026 year. We're at the Tricky Triangle. Don't worry, we don't need to shift this week. We're gonna be fine. We can throw those shifters away until we get to Sonoma. We do not need them anymore. Couple of things that's important this week. The most important, I think, is the wind. It is a cold track, which is nice, but the wind is massive this week and it's shifting directions depending on, whenever I load up a session, and it makes the turns feel really different. And that's kind of hard to judge at Pocono because the turns are so long beforehand. So I think it's real important that you look at the wind when you load into a session so you kind of know what some of these turns are going to feel like. I'll tell you right now, with the southwest wind, turn 1 feels a lot more grippy than when there's a north wind. You cannot drive it near as hard with a north wind. And with the south wind, you can't drive turn 2 as fast as you can with a north wind. So those two are flipped. With this wind, there's a lot less grip in the tunnel turn 2. But when there's a north wind, you can drive it a lot harder than you'll see me do in this video. Turn 3 always feels pretty similar. I think with a north wind, you could drive it slightly harder. So just keep that in mind. And only because I think it's really tough to judge when you get into a corner here what it's going to feel like, conversely to other tracks where I feel like I get into a turn, I know right away, even if I didn't look at the conditions, oh, okay, I know how much grip there is. But this track is very tricky because of the long turns. I'm using 16-1, a plus 10, and 57%. I haven't really messed with the brake bias, but it's felt good. I put it there initially, and that's great for me. Anyway, let's go on to the outlap. The outlap's kind of long. I'm just going to fast forward it a bit. We'll get to the run-up, which isn't super duper important on this track. It does get you a little bit, but the corner exits are so big here that if you have a suboptimal turn on lap 1, you can easily make up for the run up here. Even though, like I said, 1 mile an hour difference at the line, you're probably going to be almost a tenth behind your time on the second lap, but you can easily make that up with 3 good corner exits versus 1 bad corner exit. So here it's kind of a mid-apex. Just getting off the turn as fast as I can. Don't scrub the tires too much. Really need to feel out when you can get on that throttle as early as possible without scrubbing them. Turn 2, you need to turn in very early. You can see how aggressive I am with the wheel, and you need to get low. I even like clipping the apron there to get a little bit extra rotation because this is very tight this week at this track. Turn 3, take it kind of wide. Getting below the yellow line is not bad. It's not absolutely necessary, but if it so happens that if you feel like you can get the most speed out of the lap by getting down there, go ahead and get down there. Just get up before the grass ends. This is the slower of the two, actually, so I do make up that turn. I think my tunnel turn was a bit slower on that first lap. So again, a mid-apex. I'm getting below. I'm actually touching the apron here, which again, it scrubs a tiny bit of speed off, but it gives you a lot of rotation. It ends up working about the same. I was actually ahead already in this lap, so that turn actually was better than the first one. So clipping the apron's not bad. Here I do a better job getting low. I think I even touched the apron just barely. I come out of this turn a lot faster than lap 1. That's what the difference is. Turn 3 again, we're taking it wide. I don't quite get as low, but it's all right. I've carried a lot of speed. This turn 3 was actually slower than the first laps, but I more than made up with it with, a great turn 2. And we run in the 52s. Both of those laps I think will actually do pretty well this week. The last one for sure. So just keep that in mind with the wind. And remember, it's all about the corner exits. It's going to be a rough one this week. There's going to be tons of aero push. If it's anything like the trucks race, I ran a couple of those. There's tons of aero push. The draft is massive. There's probably going to be pills snaking all over the place trying to break drafts and whatnot. But let's have a fun week. And I hope you guys can qualify up there with me. I'll see you again next time.